Hey everyone, this is Erik Anderson of the Oregonian. I'm joined by Beavers beat reporter Gina Mizell. We just saw Gonzaga knock off Oregon State 76-64. Gina, what were the key takeaways from the game?
Man, I mean, this was, first of all, a huge, energetic, back and forth, energy-wise type of a game, and Gonzaga comes out, they take a 12-point lead in the second half. Oregon State storms back. Jamie Wisner, playing against her hometown team, essentially hits a huge three to tie the game at 64 with about 3 minutes left, and then Oregon State could not score again, and Gonzaga just kind of looks like the more experienced team, the team that's used to being in the NCAA tournament. They were able to hit their free throws. They snagged a couple key offensive rebounds, and Oregon State just struggled down the stretch. Gabby Hansen missed a wide open layup. They just couldn't, and then they were to a point where they had to fire up a bunch of threes to try to get back into it. So again, a great season for Oregon State. They win the Pac-12 regular season championship, but this was a team with really high aspirations of going deep in the tournament, and they weren't able to get out of their own sub-regional.
We had a few of those things mentioned in the post-game press conference too. You had things like Gonzaga being kind of a sleeper 11 seed, and the execution down the stretch, both the players and coach mentioned it. What were some other things that you heard in the post-game press conference that stood out? Yeah,
it was interesting because I asked Scott Rueck just what is kind of the next step for this program, because obviously what he's done in 5 years has been remarkable with completely rebuilding this program. They go to the tournament for the first time since 1996 last year. They win the Pac-12 and make the tournament obviously again this year. And he talked about mental toughness, that there was a shot that Oregon State put together a great defensive possession, and Gonzaga is able to get a shot off as the shot clock is winding down. It was so close to the buzzer that they had to re-look at it, and Rueck said that was kind of the key to the game, that was when his team sort of not let down, but sort of was a little shocked a little bit. And so that's going to be the biggest thing I think moving forward, is they were playing as a favorite for the first time really this year, as a team that was highly ranked, and you saw it in the Pac-12 tournament. They got knocked off by Colorado. You saw it against Stanford. That was their first chance to clinch the outright title, and they lost. So that's kind of just what this team needs to do next, is figure out how to be mentally tough in these big moments. And I think we saw it again today, that they still have a little bit of a ways to go there.
For Gina, I'm Erik Anderson. You can check OregonLive.com/sports/Beavers to continue to follow our coverage as we wrap up Oregon State season.